Welcome back to Brick Dynasty Live. Tonight's guest is joining us from a faraway land in a different day. He is the new surprise Mosaic master, apparently.
Wow.
We've got PNG Bricks. Nick, thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks, man. How are you? We discussed this, but we'll say how are you for the people.
Yeah, and we got Superhawk in here already. Hello, one or both of you.
hmm
So, all right. So let's start here before we hit the rewind
Yes.
button. The Mosaic thing really took me by surprise because that was a lot. That's not just like I'm gonna premiere like
hmm
one little plate. That was a hell of an undertaking. Where did that come from?
Well, I go to a lot of shows, um, and I've never displayed at any of them, and I just want to be able to have something that I could travel with easily, or somewhat easily anyway. Um, and I was like, well, I can start doing mosaics. Um, and then when I started doing it, like the first dog that um, I did like a 3x3 of the 16x16 Technic plates, so 9, and I'm like, this isn't big enough. Doesn't really bring out the detail of the dog. It's very very Nintendoist, Nintendo like. Um, and then went to 6x6, and I'm like, I'm getting there. I'm definitely getting there. And then settled on 9x9. So 96 by 96 studs, which is just shy of 10,000 when you 10,000 pieces when you do the math and all the fun stuff. And then the other nice thing is the first foray, because I was doing our dogs. The wife was very very what's the word, accepting of the multiple Bricklink orders and Lego orders that were coming in one after the other. And the cool thing is my wife and daughter helped. Well, my wife mostly. My daughter like did 3 of the 3 16x16 plates. She's like, this is boring. But my wife really enjoyed it, so that was good. So yeah, and then did one and did another one, and another one, and I'm already planning for maybe something additional for Brick World.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is that therapeutic or stressful? Or a little bit of both?
When you're doing it for the first time, the first one was the most stressful because you think you have enough parts. Like you look at like behind you, right? Like you look at everything, and then you go to your part thing. You bring out those little things. Like, this is a lot, but it's only like 1,500 pieces. Like I got a lot of these. Shit, I need another 10,000.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it was right when like Lego had closed. The tariffs started, so when Lego basically closed off like PAB for a while. So you had to go to Bricklink, and everybody who was on Bricklink was like, "Sweet, prices are going up during this time," and there were some parts that were cheaper than Lego, but there was a few parts that were much like 7 or 8 times as high as the Lego price. Yeah. And so like for example, the flat silver 1x1 tiles, like they usually go, you can get those through the standard so the European pab wall, but it wasn't available. So I had to go through Bricklink, and Bricklink was like, instead of 5 cents, it was 28 cents a piece. And I needed I think, between all the dogs, like 3,000 of them. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wow, that's brutal.
And then no more than a week later, after I got that big order of those expensive pieces, did Pab open up, and they started to like every day it would just open up more. And then I saw that they had the silver, and I'm like, oh God, I should have waited a week. But it is what it is. Sometimes it's cheap to get the parts, and sometimes it's not.
Now, man, it's so funny because it never even occurred to me to think, okay, well, there's tariff issues and Lego shut down. Maybe I should raise my prices. I mean, I guess my prices are based on the 6-month average.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people were just like I said, some pieces, like 1x1 white round tiles, 2 cents a piece.
Yeah.
You know, and now that the tariffs are no longer a thing, I can order from Germany and get some of the pieces for like a penny a piece.
It is amazing how much cheaper some of that stuff can be if you have it shipped internationally.
Yeah, here, so I'm in Essen, Germany right now. There are 3 Lego stores and a Discovery Center within a 20-minute train ride.
Wow.
Yes, it's insane. I think there's like 20 actual official Lego stores or Legoland Discovery Centers in Germany. And then you have the factory store, which unfortunately doesn't open till April 1st. So poor timing on my part, or work's part anyway. Or you can just, take an hour flight up to Billund.
It's that close, huh?
Yeah, I mean, from where did I fly out? Yeah, from Frankfurt to Billund, it's only an hour and 10-minute flight.
Awesome. Those countries are so small.
They're very small. Very, very small. It looks like on a map they look really big, but it's like Texas is almost as big as these countries.
Texas,
and all together.
Anyway. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, but there's a lot of used Lego places too here. One of the biggest ones is about an hour and a half train ride from me in Hamburg, Germany's, where you can get anything you want there, and it's not like stupid priced.
Wow.
Like I was hoping to find a store that around here that I could like, oh, maybe I can get that new Christmas employee gift for not $350. But like I was saying in the pre-show, just not a lot. I haven't had a lot of time this week to do that. So tomorrow will be the big day. I'll hit up those 3 Lego stores in the Discovery Center, and they have really good parts.
Awesome. Now, if you come across something large that you want, would you ship it to yourself, or would you try to bring it home on the flight?
I would generally bring it home, but I generally plan that when I come over here. If I know I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go buy, this set while I'm here because it's in stock. Say the Creel House, because they all have them. All the stores have them here. I will plan that. Like I would put all my stuff that I currently have in a carry-on and put that carry-on in a medium-sized suitcase. And then you can't just put one box in there. You've got to, 6 or 7. but I can ship my clothes back to Germany, back home, if on the company. So if I ever have to do that, I can just ship my clothes home.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So can I wire you? I don't know. It's like $4 or $5 grand, and have you send some Gringotts back here?
Oh,
Yeah.
I should check that. Right, I'll check that right now to see if they have any. Let's see, Lego. Oh, actually, I can't check it in. I can't. They don't let me check. That's the one thing that I don't understand. So you can go to the Germany doesn't have a quote unquote Lego website. It's the Denmark site,
Oh, okay.
and you can only search Denmark stores. You can't search
Weird.
German stores, which is odd. Yeah, it's very, very odd. And the other reason I know about the pieces is with Brick Assist, with the pad wall thing that they do. So, yeah, 4 or 5 Gringotts. Yeah, that would be. It wouldn't be bad because now, I mean, between my exception and your exception, you only really have to pay duty on if you bought 4, one of them.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I
it's
mean,
not too bad.
That's still a hefty price tag.
It is a hefty
Not a
price
lot of
tag.
notice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And yeah, like I had some people like, well, if you see a Creel house, get it for me. I'm like, if I see a Creel house, I'm getting it for myself.
Yeah, I mean, those are going to restock.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
get those again. And we'll be able to get them with points or some random GWP,
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah. They'll bring that GWP back.
Yeah, I do wonder about Gringotts, though. I'm not 100% convinced it's gone forever, but 95.
I think it's gone forever. Like it says sold out, but it does not say retired.
Yep.
And they've had, what was last year that was sold out for so long? I can't remember, but it was sold out for like 3 months.
I'm time traveling here. Yeah, that one disappeared early.
Mm-hmm.
The Shadow Box was 2 years ago now. That's crazy that was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the resale prices on that are like, you're like, shit, I should have bought like 4 of those.
Yeah.
But they were 30% off.
Yeah. Yeah, and nobody's gonna want that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's the same thing with the Black Panther bust.
Yeah.
Like, no, they can give that away. And now people are like, I really want that. And you're like, future me needed to talk to past me.
Yeah. Well, I think the good rebreakable of that made a huge difference.
Oh yeah. Yeah. 1,000%. 1,000%. Like the parts alone were worth what Lego was asking tenfold.
Brick Adjuster built the rebreakable, and he said it was really easy to modify, so it actually stayed together well.
Oh wow, nice. I
mean, he's pretty handy anyway, but he's built a few sets in this day, I guess you could say.
Yeah, just a couple.
Hey, Hive's here. What's going on, Hive?
What is up, Hive?
Yeah, man. He's got a lot of those breaker builds too. Those things are bananas to me.
Yeah, I won one last year. Yeah, I forget what Instagram channel was doing it, but they did a big collab with Bricker Builds, and there were Charizard, Bulbasaur, Pikachu, and then like a couple of the small Mario sets that they were giving away. It was sponsored by Bricker Builds, and I didn't pay attention for like a week afterwards, and I thought, wow, I wonder who won this, because I must have missed the message, but I'm like, oh, cool, I got a Bulbasaur. So I sent them my information. They sent it to Bricker Builds. Bricker Builds sent me a code. I put the code in, and Bulbasaur was free.
Awesome.
So yeah, I haven't built him yet, but that's gonna probably be on my list this year. I want to really build that, and because they do make great stuff. Great stuff. Like I got one of the dinosaur eggs, and it was built so cool. It was so cool to build that. Lurking, you would lurk, Hive.
Those things are like bowling balls. They're just dense, huge.
Yeah, and I see some people how they build them. First off, I don't understand how some people have all of them
at those prices. It's bananas.
Yeah, but how do you? Some of them you wonder, are they going to use glue to keep them up? Like if I had all of those, I would glue the living out of it, just so that that one time that I'm moving one to make space for the other, it just doesn't go boom.
Yeah, you would hear that from across the street. You drop that.
You would hear me saying, "You know what?"
Oh yeah,
from across the street.
Hive, I glued that like button. Thanks, Hive. Oh man, yeah, Brick Builds has got some cool stuff. I don't think any of it's anything I would ever buy myself. I mean, those things are huge, and I have nowhere to put anything like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm running into right now. Is with every Lego person runs into is where's my shelf space? I thought I had all this shelf space, and then you start putting a couple sets on there, like, uh-oh, yeah, I need another house.
Yeah, space danger is real. And you see people moving from regular cities to like vertical cities and trying to get more out of it that way. With the vertical cities, you run out of wall space though.
Yeah.
And then you're back to the middle of the room again.
Yes. My Lego room has gone from my office to my Lego room office to my I might want to get rid of my office because I want that wall space for that desk. And the height. I can get rid of that TV that's on the wall and put like at least 7 sets.
Yeah. We get rid of our TV stand and mounted the TV higher so we could fit more acro units under the TV. Because this is my living room. And
yeah. No way, really? That's your living room?
Oh yeah, this is my living room. This is
awesome.
For the show, I moved my desk over, so you're not like looking at my couch, right? And but right here, this is my kids' play area.
Oh wow!
This is where they hang out. So occasionally we find some goodies in the drawers. It's interesting.
Yeah.
They don't take anything out. Yeah, freaking kids. Yeah. All right. So let's go back in time a little bit here. Is Lego a lifelong thing, or did this come in adulthood? How did you get started?
So I had Lego when I was a kid. I grew up in the city of Detroit, and so we didn't have a lot of money. So I had a couple 3 or 4 space sets, and some some small castle sets. And then sports happened. And from like, I don't know, the age of 9 to 18, like Lego wasn't even a thought. And I kind of came back into it in 2005 or 2006 because I had seen the original Death Star. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I didn't know you could do that with Lego. Do they sell this? And I went on eBay and I see the Death Star. I'm like, well, I'm not paying $600 for that. And then I ended up buying the first Superstar, or the first Star Destroyer, UCS Star Destroyer.
Okay.
And then I saw that, like, oh, look, cool. They make these buildings. And I was just lucky enough to start that right when Palace Cinema was going
Cool.
going out of stock. So yeah, so that started the jump back into Lego. I kind of did it softly initially, because that UCS Star Store was a little bit traumatic because they didn't have numbered bags back then. So like you had to literally open all the things, and like I had a whole room just with the Star Destroyer parts strewn about in like boxes. Sorry. Just trying to adjust my PC or my computer. Boxes and bowls filled with light blue gray bricks. And like I built it. Once I got it took longer for me to put all the parts where I needed them to be than it did to build the actual set. Like I knocked that thing out in like 2 days, like straight, like 16-hour day, 2 16-hour days, because I was young and stupid. And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then I did the Palace, and I'm like, oh, this is really cool. And then got the green grocer. Had my first missing piece.
Oh no.
Yeah. So if someone were to look at my green grocer right now, like the third level where the roof is, there's, instead of a green piece, there's like a light blue gray brick piece. It's a 2x10, and I have the piece now to replace it. But you know what? I think sentimentally, I wanted to keep that in there to be like, I was resourceful. I actually had this part, so sure, yeah. And then I collected over the years, mostly the modulars and speed champs, some Star Wars sets. But I really kind of went crazy in 2018, I think, is when I started really like, oh, I want to do these sets, or I want to do this set. Now I'm super picky on what I buy. Like I did buy the Pokemon UCS set, as I like to call it. It was the first set purchase from Lego all year, which is like usually by 2 weeks, Lego's like, hey, are you still alive? Send me emails. And hey, what's going on now? Cool, Han. But yeah, it's been a really long, I don't want to call it a journey. Experience is probably a better word for it, because where I came out of my dark ages in the mid 2000s doesn't mean that I was like buying sets all the time then. Like I had just a few here and there and didn't really truly grow my collection till I had adult money, like real adult money.
Yeah. And then you have real adult debt.
So I've been pretty lucky to, strategically do those things. Occasionally I'll go a little overboard. I'll be driving up to a middle of nowhere place in Indiana or Ohio. I'm like, ooh, there's a Walmart. Let's just go check out what they have. And this is, in 2022, man, like I could go to the middle of nowhere Walmarts and get everything half off, which was great. And yeah, there was a big, into the cart type thing. And, some of that stuff now I'm like, I really probably should sell that. I'm never going to build it. And why did I buy 10 of them?
because you could.
Because I could. Exactly. I could. And yeah, so for anyone coming to Brick World, I will definitely be selling at the garage sale. And if not, I'll be doing the same thing I did last year in the lobby.
Fantastic.
Making deals.
Yeah. In the in the traveling bar room. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. I'll have the rolling cooler with me, and I'll have 2 or 3 big totes on top of it.
Yeah. The whatever was the unofficial yard sale. That was a great time. That was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I bought everything that I buy for that I have that eventually I would sell. Like I got for a significant discount. And like I feel bad for charging, like if I paid 50% of a set, I feel bad for charging retail on certain sets. I definitely feel bad about like, oh, I paid $10 for this on a $50 set, and now it's worth $150. Okay, I'll give it to you for retail, or $10 less than retail. I'm still making money. We all know that as soon as that money hits my hand, it's going to go to buy more stuff. So,
keep funding that hobby.
Yeah, and I didn't really plan on doing the UCS Pokemon set, but then I'm like, man, that Kanto badge thing, like I don't like it. I don't think it's not as good as Bricker Builds one, and Bricker Builds is like $80. So, I was explaining to my wife, I'm like, I'm gonna get this. I don't need that sushi. I don't want the sushi GWP, so I'm gonna sell that. And I'm gonna knock $200 off the price between those two of the UCS set, and I can go and get my Bricker Builds Kanto badge one, which I prefer.
Perfect. Yep. And then somebody out there somewhere is saying, "Oh, this guy's a friggin' scalper." Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't take advantage of like the biggest thing. I like when the Korea House came out, I was on the fence of getting it, and when I was all set to go in and buy it online, it was out of stock. I'm like, oh man, I missed my thing. And then I'm seeing the price of the GWP alone going for like $150, and then people are paying like what is it, $300 for the actual set. People are paying like $450 just so they could have it. It was crazy. You just hold out a little bit, but thank you for the people that do that, so that people like us can make some money.
Yeah.
But I don't like to bend people over. If I got lucky that a friend of ours, he does pallets, and occasionally he'll be like, hey, there's this pallet, what do you think? And I'm like, yeah, definitely get that. Do you need some cash for that to help out so that we can get this? And like the one I got 6 of the ATTE Clone Wars things that just retired.
Okay.
Or is supposed to retire. And I did not pay a lot for those. Like, you would be shocked what I paid for that. And I took 5 of them up, 6 of them up, to those 6 up there, because I ended up getting like 4 more on another pallet. Took 6 of those up there to Brick World, and like, they're like, oh, well, how much do you want for them? Do you want $150? I'm like, $90 cash. And like 3 people heard me, and they're like, within a minute, they were gone. And then I called my wife. I'm like, bring the other 3 up when you come home. And I flipped those 3 to Fritz Bricks for a Queen Amidala, Palm Krill, and I forget the other figure. I'm like, here you go. He's like, seriously? I'm like, yeah, let's do this trade right now. He's like, well, I feel like, I'm like, nope. Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm okay with what I'm getting in return.
That's beautiful. Yeah, the beauty of the barter system. I like that one. Well, that works out well too, because you obviously didn't pay what you got for them, and he certainly did not pay for, the value he was trading at either. So it works out for
Yeah,
everybody.
I mean, I think I made out on that deal personally, based on what I paid for those.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been hunting for pallets, like worthwhile pallets, for so long.
There's so many people now, man, that are, like for a long time, like we had our pick. My friend had the pick of the litter of anything. Like he got his last big pallet that he got was a mystery Star Wars one, and there were 27 UCS Millennium Falcons on that pallet.
What?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. He went and picked it up, and there was another guy in the parking lot as he was like loading all of his stuff up, because he doesn't have a semi or anything. He takes what he can take, puts it in his van, goes to his storage area, goes back and gets the rest of it, right? He had this cart with 20 of them, and the guy's like, I'll give you this much for him, and he's just like, done.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think that funded like 7 more pallets, just those 20.
Jesus. Good for him.
Yeah. Good. I mean, and he'll always basically, even if I'm not interested in like sending him money for the pallet, if I help him with the pricing that he does, and he's usually pretty good. He does like 60. If it's a normal set, he'll do like 60% of retail. He's still making a good amount of money on it because of the pallet thing. But he got some like of the original Andor sets, not the one with the ship and the speed or the speeder bike.
The ship. That was Ambush on Ferrix. Is that the one?
Ambush on Ferrix, yeah. And he's like, oh, I got 3 of these. What should I sell them for? I'm like, what I would sell these for is this. He's like, well, that's too much. I'm like, okay. And it was like 3 times the price. And it was on the shelf for maybe 10 minutes. Because he does he's got like a couple of, I don't want to call them flea markets, right? Because there's actually now stores that like buy the empty stores, and then they put little, like, what would you say, areas, like cubicles almost, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is your store. Fantastic. This is how much you pay to have this every month, and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, he called me that day that it sold. He's like, it didn't even last 10 minutes. I was still putting stuff up. Some guy was like, oh my God, yes. I'm like, told you. So yeah, he'll kind of consult me a lot of times for like, if he gets any retired sets. Like he got a random, wasn't even a Lego pallet. He just got a Target pallet, and he had 9 of the Vespa sets on there, mint condition, like a few weeks ago. And I'm like, you can't really go above retail. You can. I would just do it at retail. And again, he's still making really good money on it. He didn't even know he had them, because they do give you a manifest and everything. And it was a pleasant surprise for him. But he always gives me first dibs. So
next thing you know, there's going to be another BAM competitor out there.
well, we don't have very many. We only have one resale shop in Indianapolis, which is crazy.
Wow.
Like we have one Lego store and one resale shop, and it's not even a Bricks and Minifigs. It's a local guy. And there's a couple people in our log who've just been like, we should just get together and open a store, because between all of us, we do need to sell some of our stuff, and we do know what we're doing, and we will make a hefty profit on that.
Backlogs are us. There you
go. Oh, yeah. I don't even want to talk about my backlog of sets I want to build.
Yeah. The whole backlog thing it's very strange.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be fairly common that people have almost as much in their backlog as they do on display. I mean, if not more in some cases.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And which one is the collection? Is the backlog the collection or what's on display?
I consider it both. I actually display some of my backlog in my room right now, in my Lego room. But, I think what happens is, with the way that Legos release sets, is, you buy this, for example, like Bar Endure, right? I bought it. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to build this, and I got to finish this set. I'm going to build this. Life happens, work happens. And then, I need to have the little vending machine thing. You're like, Bricklink. I'm going to build all of this. There's not enough time in the world. If and my wife's usually, like the other day, she's like, you need to just have a day where you just build. You haven't done that in a while. I'm like, I know. Like, don't go in the office. I've got like 3 sets that are half built. Because I'm waiting parts for Lego. Like the Ghostbusters headquarters, I basically, like after the first couple pieces Brittle Brown started breaking, I'm just going to order tell them that this is all Brittle Brown. And I mean, all the pieces, I tried to build with all of them, and you would put them together, and like the second floor is all brown plate. And you put it on there, and you could just hear it. Like you put it on there, and it's like, and, I'm putting the thing down, and the first piece broke, and it wasn't any of that. It was a 1x1 round stud. It was on a door, and it broke. I heard it crack, and then felt something hit my cheek. I'm like, that did not just happen. Not just because it broke, but that's the amount of pressure that was under, right? Is crazy. And I think there's 2 problems with the Brittle Brown. One is obviously whatever they did to that original mixing thing was very not great. But 2, the tolerances on them when you attach them are so tight, so tight. It just makes for a really bad situation, and that's why they have to, replace them. They, the Ghostbusters headquarters, how old? 10 years old?
Anyway.
Maybe even 11, and they still have to replace those parts because
that's awesome.
They got sued. Well, they got sued.
Oh. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. They were sued. I don't think in the States. I think internationally someone sued them, and it wasn't even over like a Lord of the Rings set or the Ghostbusters headquarters, over a Harry Potter, one of the Harry Potter Aragorn sets. Like they put it together, and it like half the legs exploded off, and they're like, oh, trauma, and they went the U.S. route, trauma, and I need to get my spider. Yeah, I'm gonna set by my spider, so I need to get paid. And they're like, look, we'll settle with you that we will replace any brown part, that breaks, and even some of the dark red too. And we'll always have these parts available.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
I just got the last batch of parts because they all came from Germany, which was shocking. I got no brown pieces from the United States. So that last one, so now I can finish the Ghostbusters headquarters. In the meantime, I started building the Sherlock Holmes book nook, which is a cool build, by the way. Great. If that goes on like 30% off, it's great for parts. But I got half of it done. I start the other half, and how does Lego not send me one, the head of a character, and two, the dang plate that I need to start that actual?
Oh no.
Yeah, like, I'm like, how am I missing a 16 by 16 plate? I mean, I sat there and I'm like, did I put 2 plates on the other one? How is this a thing? And yeah, I just was like, you got to be kidding me. So, yeah, so those are the 2 sets that are sitting on my build area that need to be finished. And then there's all sorts of other sets behind me saying, build me, build me. And I'm like, meanwhile, as they're, showing the F1 helmets, I'm like, I need those.
They did a really good job with those.
Those are going to be so good. They really are going to be so good. It would have been pretty epic if they actually sold the ones that they built for the drivers, like the life-size ones.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine just sitting there building that, and then you're like, flip the visor up? It would be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, if they could at least do it in kid sizes, maybe.
Yeah.
They do 14 plus or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna like get rebrickable and put some extra space so I can put it on my bald ass head.
I don't know if you had them out that way, if they were a national chain, what the deal was. Do you remember Ground Round? Do you have those out there? So Ground Round was, they were kind of a shitty restaurant. I think like maybe half a step below like Applebee's and Chili's, that kind of thing. And you'd go there, late 80s, early 90s, and they'd have a big scale so kids would pay what they weigh and things like that. And they had this deal for kids where they would give you a batting helmet, like a baseball batting helmet, and they would put a sundae in it. And when you finish your sundae, you get to keep the baseball hat.
The little one, right? Or was it a big one?
No, it was a little one. It was, I think it fit like 2 scoops or something in there.
Yeah.
It was a great gimmick. And kids loved it. I loved it. We always hoped to get, the Red Sox hat and whatever. And we'd end up with some stupid team we cared about.
I forget who did that in our area, but there was a place and we would go and like I don't want the Brewers.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Back then, who played for the Brewers? Paul Molitor?
Paul Molitor and Robert Yount.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the only 2 good ones.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, because we're probably right about the same age. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what I'm getting at, those helmets, that's what I picture trying to wear one of these F1 helmets.
Yes. Yes. I might buy I actually, now that you bring that up, I think I'll just make a reel of me putting ice cream in my first one after I build it. I'm just sitting there going. And then, I won't put the stickers on because after I'm done, I'm going to basically just throw it in the laundry to get washed.
Yep. Yeah. Hit it with the fire hose and clean her up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't I don't follow F1 basically at all, so I'm not even going to guess at any of the names. Now, one of those helmets that they made or are making, however that lands, they did one for a girl driver, and it's the only one that doesn't have a minifigure. Is that correct? Did I hear that right?
I feel like they're doing it for the F1 Academy.
Okay, which is a separate thing.
Yes. Because there's that they have a set for her. She has a it's got a minifigure of her in it.
Okay.
In the new Speed Champs that came out March 1st. And I can't remember if they actually were doing that or if it was like a promo or something that they did with her.
Okay, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah. Because I don't know. I know there's 6 coming out. I know 4 of the 6 helmets I'm really familiar with. The other 2, I'm like, gotta look these up.
Yeah. That whole sport. Yeah, it's a sport. I think that's fair. It's very confusing to me because if you don't know the sponsors, and I'm so out of touch with the whole friggin' world, the sponsors mean nothing to me. I don't know how to tell them apart. It's like, wow, look at the blue one. It's
yeah, it's like, ooh, look at that Red Bull one. Oh, wait, there's a second Red Bull one?
Oh, there's more than one.
Which one? There are, yeah, there's 2.
Oh, man. Oh, way to complicate things, guys. Jeez.
Yeah. You have the classic blue, red, and yellow one, and then there's the white, blue, and darker blue one. Yeah. Because those are the only 2 I initially bought, were the 2 Red Bulls and the Ferrari.
Are they the same team, at least? That's not a very loyal sponsor.
No, I think it's a Visa car. It's like main sponsors Visa, but they're, it doesn't have like the yellow, blue, and red set has that yellow cowl behind there that's printed. This other one is a sticker. Yeah. Yeah. Well, speaking of stickers, that the Audi that just came out has the least amount of stickers for any of the F1 cars. It's like this big by this big, the sticker sheet. It's very small.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah. So not only does it look cool with the gray and the red, you don't have to put a ton of stickers on there.
That's a good feature.
And some people, so there's somebody out there who's going, oh, I wish they would have done this sponsor and the sticker. And the rest of us are virtually slapping that person going, you watch your mouth. This is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the purpose of stickers. Like, you just can't print everything. I get it. It wouldn't be cost effective, whatever. So fine. But make them necessary.
Yeah.
Like only give me stickers where there has to be a sticker. There are plenty of ways to incorporate things into the design to make them work.
Yes.
I think one of my personal favorite sets is the Mystery Mansion, right? And some of those window panes, they get the broken glass look sticker to it.
Yeah.
You could brick build that break.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't.
It's probably cheaper to do that versus print the damn sticker.
Yeah. I didn't even apply any of those stickers. We did the
smart.
I think we only did the stickers on the clock face for that.
Okay.
And then I just saved the rest. Eventually, that set will get broken down and given to the kids or whatever, and let them start it from scratch. But displayed without the clock face stickers, it just looked like shit. They had to be there.
So. Yeah. The minifigs. They'll get the set without the minifigs.
Well, they'll have to. We don't have any of them. I think I have a Fred and maybe 2 Scoobies in the Bricklink store, but that's it
Mhm.
for minifigs for Scooby. I think all gone, or it's I passed up on getting them in the first place because I wanted the
Mhm.
sets,
Yeah.
but I'm not a big minifig guy, so if I
Mhm.
could save money there or
Yeah.
sell them to save on the set, I'm good with that.
Yeah. I don't think I've had a set that I like to build that have like really desirable minifigures where I'm not like, I'm keeping these minifigures. Like it would never cross my mind with some of these to be like, I'm buying this set just for the minifig to sell. That's dumb. You can wait and, $200 set, you could wait and wait for it to come out on the market for 50 and hold on to it and then sell it later. But yeah, I don't know. The minifig thing is interesting to me and how people go kind of crazy with that sometimes.
Yeah. When we bought Creel House, we sold the GWP
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
listed all the minifigs because we just want the house.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that worked out well.
A lot of people did that though. Like the house is cool. Like that's probably the one set, right? Like, cause I don't have the upside down house. So that would be the set I would probably say. Do I need all these minifigures? I'm just going to cherry pick the ones I want and then sell the rest. And man, what we were talking about in I want to call it the situation room before we get in here. Um, the the price that those figures went for, like on Whatnot, I was like, you guys do know this is going to be in stock in like 3-4 months.
Yeah.
You just bought 3 minifigures and it's almost as much as the set.
Well, look what people were paying for the gingerbread AT-AT.
Oh, I
And
know.
why? Like,
Mhm.
so as far as I'm aware, that set lost its exclusive status. And they pushed the retirement date out to 27.
Yes. So I think Amazon now has them, or they,
Yeah.
they did have them, and then somebody bought them all out. Um, but yeah, it's crazy. Like it was the first back ordered set that said 60 days that I ordered that took at least 60 days to get to me. Usually you're like, oh, back ordered for 60 days. And then 3 weeks later, you get an email. Your stuff is shipped. Fantastic. Thank you, Lego. But yeah, like I kept checking my thing, like, did my order get canceled?
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the last 6 months or so, that's a real possibility.
Oh,
When
yes. Yes.
the whatever was Insiders Weekend through Black Friday,
Hmm.
so many of those back ordered sets got canceled.
Yes.
And that's bullshit. Yeah. Why are
Yeah,
you
I
going
mean,
to
if you
tell
let me,
somebody,
yeah, if you let me buy, if you let me hit click, if you let me click it, right? That tells me that you have enough. Your computer system says I have enough of these for you to buy it. Don't come back to me like a week later and be like, we're really sorry, we don't have this in stock. We're canceling your order. That's not how that works.
yeah,
And but you see it. I mean, Macy's does it a lot when they do those special sales. Um, Target's done it. It's like, well, it's not my fault that your inventory system either A couldn't keep up or B was inaccurate.
yeah. I mean, I can understand if something goes to sold out and you get kind of, I don't know, like caught in the crossfire there, there's an overlap. Still, I think they should plan in a cushion, have some allowance for that.
Yeah.
But there's no excuse for back order. Like,
No, no. And
you
you know
can
what?
still buy when they know they don't have any. Make
Mhm.
more.
Yeah. And I think sometimes it's strategic.
Yeah.
I think they do it on purpose. Like they were smart what they did with the Pokemon sets and did the pre-order, and they're like, hey, we're announcing this and you can pre-order it now. And then, the UCS one and the EV was like sold out in a day and a half or something like that. And that, meanwhile, Lego's like, got him. There's going to be more coming in. And then, initially I think there was a big fear that they weren't going to have any more of those GWPs when the set came out.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, at my Lego store, the day that it released, I could have gone there the next 3 days and gotten the set and the GWP. So either A, the demand dried up or the hype dried up, or B, they really have that stock and they may have shown their hand a little bit too much with the selling out stuff.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I think Lego is really putting in the effort to become a real player in the collectibles market. And they're playing the game. It's the Crocs being sold out. Well,
that's the stupidest thing.
Yeah. Maybe they are sold out. Maybe they only made 10 pairs, or whatever the number. The fish tank,
Yeah.
There's no way.
I don't understand the
fish tank disappeared.
The fish tank was the one that surprises me the most, right? Like, you can get those parts all those parts are available on the Pab Wall, or the online Pick a Brick. But I didn't see the big draw to it. I'm like, oh, this is cool. It's way too expensive. The biggest thing going for it was, and this is what they pushed, was that it uses every color in the palette. And for me, I'm like, that's great, cool, fantastic. Why is it $400? But when it went out of stock, I'm like, really, people, are we really doing this with this set?
Yeah, I don't know. The supply had to have been really low.
Yeah, they probably sat there and are like, oh, we're only going to make so many of these initially. And, they missed the boat on that one. And then they go and, I don't know, what's the one now that is just sitting that was hyped up? Anyway, they definitely missed on some of the other sets where they're either A, didn't make enough for the initial release, or B, just didn't slot enough time to build them all. Like, I don't know how they figure out like what they assume is going to be a good amount of sets for release, worldwide. That's got to be hard.
Yeah, well, and then they do things like, you go back a couple of years and look at BTS, and that exploded. The third-party prices were ridiculous. It was selling for so much for 5 minutes, and then for months you could get it at 50% off.
Yes.
What's the one with the? I don't remember what the hell they were. They were hairdressers or something.
Oh yeah.
Queer Eye.
Queer Guy, yeah.
Yeah, it's another one.
I got that for like 70% off.
Yeah,
and I only bought it for the masonry parts and the torso of that one guy, because it was licensed and they didn't pay for the license.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, similar to the original McLaren that came out, that were just retired, the big one, where they didn't pay Pirelli. They didn't realize they put Pirelli on the tire, and Pirelli's like, whoa, hey, hold on. You need to, yeah. That's why that one when it first came out was like, all right, yeah, it's $200. You're going to pay $260 for it because the tires are pretty sweet. I'm guilty of that one.
That was it orange and blue? Is that the one?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. So many licenses go into all of those cars. Man,
Yeah, there's definitely some that are missing, honestly,
yeah.
on there. But I mean, like that Anton Sienna set, I ordered the Marlboro stickers from third party because I'm like, I want it to look like it did back in the day. It's going to say Marlboro on the side of it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh man, just thinking about the old days of like the Winston Cup.
Oh yeah, the Winston Cup where and then you had the Camel, and you had the Marlboro Cowboy, the good old days. Yeah. You walk into your grandfather's, your grandparents' house, and Grandpa's got the Marlboro catalog, and he's sitting there going, "What are we gonna get this time? I have this many stamps."
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Marlboro Miles. Man.
Marlboro Miles.
Half my damn wardrobe came from that place. Oh, yeah, it was a sad day when we get away with that.
Yeah. It's sad that they did get away with that because they came up with some really cool things.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, oh yeah, you can get a marble jacket. Yes, please. You know, okay. It's only X amount of miles, and I'm like, Grandpa, can you get that for me? I know you're good for it.
Yeah, I used to love that. So back then, I worked at a redemption center in the back of a liquor store, and people would walk in the store smoking, and they would just chuck the packs of butts right in the trash next to us. We'd be ripping the miles off right out of the trash bag.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just stacks of them. Everybody that came in that liquor store was a smoker. I mean, that was 95, 96. The whole world smoked back then. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, since I'm in Europe, it is crazy how many people smoke here. Like, it's like you go into places, like they don't smoke inside, which is fine. But there's like tons of people who are just sitting out there just ripping 2 or 3, like the good old days. And you know, we went to Michigan up in the Thumb. Was it the Thumb? No, the west side of Michigan a few years ago. And we went to a restaurant and they're like, "You want smoking or non-smoking?" I'm like,
wow.
You know, I'm so conditioned now that like you can't smoke inside that like really? Huh. I want to sit in the smoking section. My wife's like, why? I'm like, it's nostalgic. I want to get the smoke smell on the from the seat.
Yeah, the whole smoking, non-smoking thing was always so funny. It's like, all right, so you just think that wall of smoke is going to stop at this booth, right? It's not coming any further.
Exactly. Yeah. That air cleaner can only do so much. Only do so much. What's up, Coop?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm still a smoker, which isn't great by any means, but I will not smoke indoors. Just period. I mean, especially, you know, I have kids, so not smoking around my kids ever.
Yeah.
That's not a thing. It's gross to me. It sticks to you. It travels with you everywhere. It's better enough if I do it at all, but to do it around like your stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd have to shut down the Bricklink store at that point. Nobody would want to buy it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember when Bricklink first started, like they always had like pet-free home. You can select pet-free home, no smoking type of thing. And you had the option of, you know, selecting that, which was interesting to me. Like, that was the days of the when it just started up.
Bricklink's what, 25, 26 years old now.
Mm. Yeah, last year was the 25th anniversary, so that plays right.
So I was in Kentucky a few years ago, and they had glass walls around the smoking section. Felt like you were in a fishbowl. Yes. So I'm going to assume it's not there anymore. But they had smoking rooms in the Cincinnati airport, and it was
yeah,
very similar situation.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, all the airports used to have smoking stations as a whole. They still have them here in Europe, just so you know.
Really?
Wow. Oh, yeah. And they have lots of them.
I'm trying to think. Last time I saw a smoking section at an airport. Where was that? Atlanta, maybe? I feel like I had to go to like a second or third floor, and it was like an employee's little cubby hole. It was the worst smelling little alley I've ever been in.
Yeah. I think the last one in America that I saw was in Detroit airport. Like, they put it in their new terminal, and I think it lasted a year. And they're like, oh yeah, we probably should get rid of this because you can't smoke inside. You know. But here in Germany, they're all over the place, man. Like, it's crazy when you go to another country and you see some of like the things that they have, and you're like, why don't I have this? Like, there's a small little shop, right? You're like, oh, this is a little bar. Nope, you just sit there and bet on soccer games. I'm like, and they're all over the place.
Wow.
Like, wow, like, I have my own little sports book in the neighborhood. Fantastic. And he's not illegal, and he's not going to take my money and break my legs. This is doable. I could do this.
Yeah, somehow if that came to the States, though, they'd start taking credit cards and just ruin people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's the one thing here is like, cash is still, hard currency is still a thing. They're starting to get away from it at the restaurants, but it's so much easier just to have euros. And, you know, because for work, I have a corporate card for expenses, and for the longest time, European places didn't take Amex. And I'm like, my company's European, and I have an Amex, and I can't use it in the same country that my company literally built. This makes no sense whatsoever. So I was conditioned really quickly, like, because, you know, you can use your Visa, or you can bring euros and then build a company for that. But yes, I've actually been able to use Amex for. Actually, I paid for dinner tonight with the 4 people that I was with, and that one did not take. Oh no, it did take it. One yesterday did not. They didn't take Amex, and I was like, "Well, here's a 20." And the tipping culture in Europe is also amazing. It's like, oh, my bill is $18. And, you know, in the States, we'd be like, oh, here's a great service. Service is really bad in Germany, by the way. They're very laid back. They don't cater to you. But it's like, I remember the first time I was in Germany, and I'm like, all right, I had a $25 bill, and I'm like, I pull out $30, and my colleagues are like, oh no, no, you give them like $1, or if it's 25, 65, give them the 35 cents. They'll be grateful for that.
What?
And I'm like, because they pay them. Everyone that works in like a restaurant here, as a server is paid like a normal person gets paid.
Okay.
Yeah. So like if you put down like tonight I put down a $5 tip on a $85 bill. And the guy was like, "Oh man, thank you so much. I really appreciate it." I was like, this is weird. If I did that in the States, I'd be getting something thrown at me.
Yeah. Yeah, they'd be knocking at your door.
Yeah, they would. I'd be following back into the parking lot like, you're gonna give me my money.
Well, I mean, in here, it makes sense to have that attitude because they get paid shit.
Correct.
So,
Yes. Correct.
Yeah. I work under the mindset that if you can't afford a proper tip, you can't afford the meal. Right?
1000%. Yes. Like I feel bad. Like if I give less than 20% on a meal, you did something really, really, really bad. You know, like even if I sent my steak back 3 times, it's not their fault that, you know, but like if you don't come, and what I used to tell my wife when we were dating is like my standards are so low for a 20% tip is if you come and you see like I have a Coke and it's empty or almost empty, and you come by and either A, just grab it and bring me a new one, or B, ask me if I want another one. And my drink doesn't really go small, then yeah, you're getting 20%. You know, the girls at B-Dubs got a lot of, they learned really quick. They're like, oh, he's done at a quarter, and there'd be another bottle or another glass there before I could finish. And at some point I'd have to be like, this is my last one, just so you know. Don't bring me another one.
Yeah, stop now before I can't speak well enough to tell you to stop.
Right. I need to drive home. I don't think I can drive home now, but I do need to drive home.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, the drink thing kills me. I feel like, don't even ask if I want more water. Just
that's the biggest thing. That's another thing. Like, okay, water's cheap and it's free, basically.
Yeah.
If I have an ice water and it's never filled, your tip is automatically 15%.
Yeah, it's not even worth interrupting the conversation to ask the question. Just
yeah, just do it. Yeah, you need the green. I don't need a green go and a green stop like at Fogo de Chao for you to refill my water. If it's empty, fill that son of a bitch. I will drink it.
Yeah, that's the harmless drink. It should just always be there. You know?
Yeah.
I need to start drinking water during these shows. I need to get better about that. I just carry the bucket of coffee, and I don't keep water anywhere within reach. I need to start doing
that. Your kidneys will thank you.
Well, I drink a gallon of water a day.
Yeah.
But I never need a bathroom break if I'm drinking coffee. I'm drinking water. Correct. And I'm sitting here for 2 hours.
Yeah, you got to get up. Yeah. Some of the streams from AFOL After Dark, like where they would go like 4 or 5 hours, you'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna get a drink and I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's why on Think Outside the Blocks, Mark has his bathroom song. Mark's got a pee song.
Yeah. It's time for me to pee. I'm gonna go pee.
Yeah, I love that show. I feel like I missed most of it last Sunday. Why was that? I don't know. Oh, we've been working on this ridiculous Bricklink store buyout. It's been killing some of my leisure time.
How's that work? Like buying out a Bricklink store?
Well, this was our first experience with it, and very good overall. He actually individually bagged every single drawer in his store and labeled it and sent the BSX file from the Brick Store software.
Mhm.
So basically, I could verify what's in the bags, compare it to his file, and then just copy it over and just upload it right into my store.
Oh man.
So the verification process is slow. It's you got to keep an eye on everything. Not that I don't trust them, but
for sure.
miscounts happen.
Yeah.
But fairly simple. It's 45,000 parts. It's gonna eat up some time.
Yeah.
A lot of goodies in there.
At least it's not. At least it's in individual baggies. Can you imagine 45,000 parts like arriving how Lego ships them in the United States?
Yeah. Well, so I think, what did we figure? 45,000 parts. We were, I don't know, it was under 100 pounds, which is weird.
Wow.
That seems light.
Mm-hmm.
In last spring,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was last spring, we bought somewhere, I forget what it was, 600 or 700 pounds for a third of the money we bought this Bricklink store for. But it was all just buckets and boxes and bags and just a mess and all needed to be cleaned. And this Bricklink store was 95% new parts.
Oh,
so
nice.
No quality control issues. And as a huge advantage to our shoppers, if anybody's listening, you'll be interested in this. We are listing almost all of the new parts as used in our store.
Oh, wow.
Because we have almost an entirely used store and no extra real estate to separate things out. So the new is just getting mixed in and it's getting marked as used. So the quality of our used parts will be very nice.
That's good to know. It's very good to know.
Yeah. And I had to take that into account when I made the offer on the store. Because it was going to drop the value a little bit by changing the condition there. Yeah, good experience. I would definitely do it again. I've already asked the wife about a couple, and it's been shut down. Which she's the rational one in the family. Thank God. Somebody needs to be.
I mean, most wives are the rational ones, but usually they're not like. When they're rational, they're usually like, "Are you insane? No."
Yeah. I'll give her a lot of credit there. She's always good about it. She humors me and just kind of like, "Come on, what are you doing?" Like, it's just, I get the look, and it's like, "Do you really want to do?" All right, fine.
Yeah, I get that look when we're like traveling as a family and we stop at Walmart and I find like I found and this is in like Appalachia, like you could hear the banjos playing and you could see the teeth missing. And I walk down the clearance aisle and there's like 6 of the 3-in-1 hamster things.
Oh, cool.
I'm like, not the newest one, but the little hamster play thing that they go in, and I don't even know what the word is.
Yeah, that was a Walmart exclusive, wasn't it?
It was, yes. Yeah, so it was like $10. I'm like, well, this is a $30 set. Yeah, I'll take 2. I go up, we go to check out. It rings up as $4. And I looked at her. I go get the rest.
Going back. Yeah.
She's like, are you serious? I'm like, it's $4. Literally, I see 4 pieces that are $4. We're getting them all. Can you just suspend this transaction for 5 minutes? And like the look she gave me, and my daughter's just like, she was already going back because she loves hunting for deals on Lego with me. It's the one thing, like, as she's getting older, she doesn't play with Lego as much. This is her dark age, I think, coming up. But that's the one thing. Like hey, you want to go hunt for some CMFs? And she's like, yes. But yeah, the clearance thing. Like as soon as she saw, like, and she was like, she saw the price when I saw the price, and as I was telling my wife we need to go back, I saw her already going. I didn't even have to tell her.
That's
She's
great.
like, "Yep, Dad's gonna get all of these." I show up to my dad's place, because we go down to, he lives in North Carolina, and fall break we go down and we rent a house on the beach in North Carolina, and he opens the trunk. He goes, "Why the hell are there 10 of the same Lego set in here?" I'm like, "Because all of that was $40, Dad." He's like, "I don't understand." I'm like, "It's fine. I understand you don't understand. I understand. So just let me have this."
Yeah.
It's like you finding a sale, like golf balls half off. How many boxes do you buy? It was like, everything that's on the shelf. Exactly.
Yeah. But they're all the same ball.
It's all the same ball. Exactly. Yeah. 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 So yeah, it's kind of funny. But I mean, I don't know about you, up by you. Like, this seems like this is the worst. These last 6 months for like clearance deals have been horrible. Like, either, at least in Indianapolis, like if they mark it down 10%, those things are gone. I'm like, you people don't know how to play this game. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Why?
It's been weird. And, obviously I watch all of it pretty closely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The feed comes in fairly regularly. And it's odd because it comes in weird bursts. And it hasn't been like the massive, like, clearance season kind of thing. It's like two or three sets get wiped out across the board. And then there's nothing for like a week or 10 days. And then some other random set or two gets clearance out.
Yeah.
I forget which one it was the other day. I'm pretty sure it was an F1 set. Brand new or new-ish, retiring in 27 was 50% off at like every Walmart.
Interesting.
Yeah, I forget. I'll have to look that up. See which one it was.
I don't think I put any alerts on the F1 sets in the app. Let's see who's here. Stubborn Stumpman.
That's a fantastic name.
It is a very, very fantastic name. Like the Stubborn Stuntman, does he sit there and go, I'm not going to do that stunt? Nope. Nope, I don't feel like it. No. It's a great name.
Oh, this is the one. McLaren MP4 4 and
yeah,
Ayrton Senna. Yeah, 50% off. Yeah, 50% off damn near everywhere.
Yeah. I got the Anton Senna for 65% off at a Walmart that was doing a reset in Kansas City. Nice. So even when I'm traveling for work by a plane, I'm still looking. And I kick myself for not, like, they were like 4. I'm like, I just want one because I just want it. I kicked myself for not just wiping it off there. And then, a bunch of Speed Champion sets for $10. Yeah, this will work.
I think we're at the point now where I will never walk by a $10 Speed Champion. I don't particularly care which one it is. You can sell them for below retail, and they're going to sell forever. And what is retail's 28 now, which is ridiculous. God. What is the technical equivalent there? Monster Jam. Those ones are up to 33 now. I think I saw. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they started.
It's crazy.
$19.99.
Yeah. Those Yeah, the prices on those that we paid even 3 years ago compared to now is, you look back and you're like, $20. Like we're like, $20. I'm not paying $20 for that. Now we're like, $20 all day, all day.
Yeah, and that Gravedigger from the first wave of the Monster Jam trucks, that thing was cool.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
And now it's, what was it? I think Christmas time it was selling somewhere $75-$80.
And I bet you they were selling a lot of them because, you know, the little kids, like, perfect. Actually, bringing that up, my nephew went to his first, like, monster truck thing.
Cool.
And the first thing was that he told my sisters, I wish they made these in Lego. I'm like, well, just so you know, I'm the cool uncle. I do have these in Lego. Should I send him some? She's like, what do you mean you have them? I'm like, yeah, I have them. I have a lot of them.
There's, I'm trying to think. It's 8 or 10 of them now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And I scoot, like, he's like, I want this one. I'm like, okay, cool. And my sister's like, well, I'll pay you for it. I'm like, I literally paid $5 for this. I think it's okay. I get the cool uncle for sending Lego. I can eat $5. I don't care. I can eat $25 for that matter. If, you know, I can, like, oh, I really like this. And go and look in my, you know, because I have everything in totes in my garage with QR codes, and on an app, and I'll type it in. I'm like, oh, I have 8 of those. Yeah, I think I can part with 1 or 2 of those for, you know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There's the newest Gravedigger. I forget what it is. It's pink and purple. It's like sparkly. They made a girly edition or whatever the hell it is. Keeping an eye out for a price drop on that, because I think my daughter will shit if she sees that one.
Yeah.
It's a Gravedigger unicorn or some ridiculous stuff.
You know, am I the only one, like, when you go to Walmart and you're, you know, lately they haven't really been stocked up well, but when they would have like 50 of one set, and you're like, I am gonna destroy this when it goes on clearance.
Yep.
And then you go back a week later, and it's all gone. It's like, what just happened? It wasn't even what.
Yep. It wasn't even marked down, and they just sold.
It wasn't right there. They were gone. It's like, yeah. And then you scan, like, when you see that big amount, you're like, oh, let's just see if there's some hidden clearance on this. And, you know, bonus if there is.
Yeah. It's always something weird too.
Mm-hmm.
Why does another just like random scene from Harry Potter get that much demand?
The same one that was released 4 years ago, but it's just been updated and is smaller.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the one theme that I think that Lego needs to take a break on. Because you can only do so much with the Harry Potter. I mean, with the new series coming out on HBO, okay, I would do sets based on those.
Sure.
Moving forward. But, you know, don't it's like we always have to have a freaking Luke's land speeder.
Yeah.
How many of these do we need, kids?
So I wonder about that. So I'm a Star Wars fan, but I use the term fan a little looser than a lot of people. Like I really enjoy, you know,
I enjoy watching the movies. Yeah.
But I'm not like a hardcore fan, and I don't know all of like the unnamed characters' names. I don't know how that's a thing. And
yeah, that one guy who's
ship, and the names of the ship have never actually been mentioned in any of the ship. Like,
Yes.
How do you know these things? Whatever.
Yeah, or
people,
a random, leader of a Clone Wars episode, and like, I don't even know who that is. Is this a thing? You're making this up. Yeah, you're making this up.
yeah, a lot of that stuff. But again, I'm happy for anybody who's happy, right? So
Yeah.
let them do their thing. But is the land speeder really that much different than them putting out an X-wing every 18 months?
It's the
Or
same thing. It's the
yeah,
same thing. Like, you can, for clockwork, right? I'm shocked we don't have a play scale Millennium Falcon. We have the Dark Falcon, right? Which is probably why we don't have one. But it seemed like, oh, we're retiring this Lego Millennium Falcon. It's like, oh, we're bringing back a new one. It's smaller and not as cool as the other. Well, and why is it more? Yeah. I mean, I know one of the designers for Star Wars, Boone, and he did the good $160 set, the droid carrier.
okay.
So, and I always want to like send him a message and be like, bro, did I give you guys weed or something? Some good weed when you decided to do this? To come out with this idea? Yeah. Because the smart play is the biggest, like I don't understand it. I mean, I understand why they wanted to do it, but I don't understand how they messed it up so bad. Yeah. Like, it doesn't sound like anything that you would expect it to sound like. When they did it at CS, it's like, it's got swooshability, and you would hear the from the TIE Fighter. That would have been awesome. Not this, like,
yeah, it's all so disappointing. And I had Brian Brick Domain on last week, and we talked about some Lego conspiracy theories and kind of went through some of this. None of the land members getting their smart play stuff prior to release to hype it all up, that wasn't an accident. There's no way that was an accident.
That was not an accident at all.
And
no.
I don't think it was purely because of Pokemon and trying to focus on the hype of that. That's a self-supporting IP. That doesn't need the help. A new product needs the help, especially one that's, I don't know, if it's not DOA, it's on life support anyway coming in.
Yeah, especially at the prices.
Yeah.
Right. But thankfully Boone was not part of that, so I can't I could bash the shit out of it. But yeah, it's interesting to me that they didn't, like, initially I'm like, oh, they don't have it because maybe since it's a lithium ion thing and a charger, they couldn't ship it to them. But yeah, you don't really see a lot of people actually, I don't know of many people in land that got those. Honestly.
Well, it was weird too, because a lot of them got to go to the reveal of it. Yeah. So they get to see it before any of the other press stuff. And then, like Gene was mentioning at one point, that it was like a 5 or 6 day delay, or a week, or whatever the time frame was. That after the embargo passed, she finally received all of her sets, or however many they were sending her.
Someone dropped a ball, more than likely.
Yeah.
Of sending them out on time. It happens. You know, some of the people that do that stuff are like special.
Those things should be sitting in land members' houses for 2 or 3 weeks collecting dust. just waiting for the event so these things don't happen.
Mm-hmm.
It should have
Yeah,
been
and
such a massive rollout.
usually, because I know, I mean, plenty of them, and I know plenty of them. Um, I mean, they usually get them a month, sometimes even more than a month ahead of time.
Yeah.
And I wonder if maybe the cost of the CES reveal kind of played into that a little bit. How are we really going to send all these people these sets? Blah blah blah. Because we just spent X amount of millions of dollars for CES.
Yeah,
They're good for it though, that millions of dollars, because they only made $1.4 billion in euro profit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And don't you want to maximize like every bit of publicity you can? And
Mm-hmm.
that's what LAN is for. Like,
Yeah, 100%. Like the people that bash the land people of like, oh, you guys are just Lego, um, fanboys, and you say whatever. And they're getting paid. Yeah, they're getting paid 100% with the sets. I mean, they don't get any extra money for making the content from Lego. I mean, if it goes viral, they make money on that, but they're getting it's the cheapest form of marketing. There's a reason why you don't see a lot of Lego commercials.
Yeah.
Is those people are they're their marketing, and it's cheap. It's very cheap marketing.
And it's effective.
It's very effective. Yes. Yes. And it's like, oh, there's this many land members and can't be sustainable. It's like they're maybe spending, and everybody looks at like the retail price of the set, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. It's like, all right, so retail is what you're gonna pay, but what it costs to make this is like maybe 25-30% of the cost that you're seeing. So it's really a drop in the bucket for them. And why pay all these fancy marketing people? I mean, obviously for the website stuff and some of these big rollouts, but why pay fancy marketing people when you can just like, hey, do you want to talk about this set? We're not going to give you shit if you say it's horrible. We're just going to send it to you and say, please review it by this time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And don't leak anything, or you're in deep shit.
Yeah, don't leak anything. And if anyone from Lego's listening, I'm happy to take free sets.
Yep.
We all are.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I even necessarily care about the free sets. I would just like some information.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what I like. Just more information.
Yeah.
And not even like leak style. I would like data. Give me access to what's coming out in PAB.
Mm-hmm.
And things like
Yeah.
that. Like, let me tie on to an API for PAB so I can crunch up the data and do good things with it, and not have to scrape, because scraping sucks. Right?
Yeah. And really, honestly, like the Brick Assist app, it relies on someone to upload it for themselves. And by the time that gets uploaded, like, oh, you've got black masonry brick, like that's going to be gone by the time you go to the store. Let me know when let me see when it's coming in the pipeline, and what regions are getting it. Like, I don't need to know the stores. Just tell me the regions. Like, is all the Illinois stores going to get these parts versus Indiana? And Indiana's Lego store gets screwed with all their PAB stuff. Like, they never get anything that they order. They get the basic bricks. Nothing. Like, if they have foliage or masonry, it's like it's gone in a day or two max. because we just don't get it. And then I go to other stores. Like there's one in Charlotte. It's the South Charlotte store, which is one of the best Lego stores I've ever been to. The people are really good. Their pab wall is amazing every time I go in there. And they've got that little 16 by 16 or 32 by 32 plate with like, and this is what we have in the back. I'm like, yes, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. And they just, you know, I see them like twice a year. They remember me because I literally will just pack boxes and talk to them for hours because they're good people. And they're like, oh, we just got a big box of masonry in it. Do you want it? And they just start laughing. I'm like, yes. And the last time I was there, they actually they weren't busy because they're in this like bougie mall. Like one of the malls where you walk in, you're like, I'm too poor to even walk through this thing. You know, I make good money, but I still shouldn't be walking in this building. Like, and like they get, you know, like I go on like a Wednesday at 10 o'clock. There's nobody in the store Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Like, so we're sitting there, we just talk, and then eventually there was like, they're watching me. The first time they watched me pack boxes. They're like, huh. And I'm like, yeah, you get this much more. This is better with the boxes and blah, blah, blah. And then they just started helping me pack. They're like, how many boxes of this do you want? Because they were bored. You know, they didn't have anything to do. There were like 3 of them, and there's nobody in the store. What else are they going to do? They're going to just be like, And they go to Brick World, and I see them at Brick World too. So it's always cool to see them. And there's some people, I wouldn't say they're influencers, but who have been at Instagram, like Bricks. Do you know Andre? Bricks by Dre.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah. That's his home store. Like he works.
Cool.
He used to work in that mall doing custom suits. So I'd also I run into him there when I'm there. And it's just kind of cool, right? Like we don't have that in Indy. Our store is really busy because it's the only one in the state. And like for only having one, it's small. And this is where I wish we had some resellers to at least, okay, I need parts that you don't have. Please open the store like that. Yeah. And I would kill for like, have you seen Bricks? Do you ever watch Brixie? I know some people don't like to watch his stuff. I use him as background noise.
I haven't watched him in quite a while.
Yeah. There's a store in Edmonton that they have sets, but then they have these giant bins of colored parts, right? Not just like a table of parts, like a whole room of it.
Wow.
Can you imagine if it's almost like a Bricklink store, but in a store format, not online. Could you imagine that? I mean, you set that up and you had an in with Lego to be like, yeah, we'll send you X amount of these bricks, you would make a fortune, you know? But obviously it's got to be in the right market and everything. Like Indianapolis, you could do that and you would be raking cash in as a whole.
Yeah, I wonder with BAM how they choose their markets. I mean, they do their research. Yeah, you know they do because they're a successful franchise at this point.
Mm-hmm.
We have one opening up in Newton,
mm-hmm.
which is a very very well-to-do town.
Mm-hmm.
And they're opening up in Newton Corner, which is like the snottiest spot in the state, or top 5 anyway.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, and I don't know if that store is actually going to do well there. there's a lot of money in that area. I don't know if those people are into buying used anything.
Right.
Like, sure, sealed vintage sets.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good novelty to have available for the rich kids.
Yeah.
I don't know beyond that. And
Yeah.
we'll find out. I'll be there on opening day. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, Tyler, his store, right?
Mhm.
Like is the first BAM in Indiana, even though it's in Hammond, which is Chicago. Future home of the Hammond Bears, by the way. Just to trigger anybody who's a Bears fan.
Is that a real thing? Is that actually going to happen?
Oh, Indiana's throwing lots of money.
Yeah.
Like the thing that screws that is for Chicago is that Indiana is willing to pay for all the infrastructure to get there. Like they want, like Illinois is like, we're not going to give you a lot of money. We want you to build this stadium, and you're going to pay for the infrastructure on top of the cost of the stadium. And it's like, no, I think we're going to look somewhere else. You know? But yeah, it's a big deal. It's approved in the state. I think that there's no way that Chicago and Illinois can match the package that they gave them. None whatsoever.
Yeah. It seems to me that, try not to get political here, that their interests lie in other spots. What they're going to do with their money.
Yes, 1,000%. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You do have a governor that looks like he ate a child every day.
Well, and may have, you know.
He probably did, actually, at some point.
Yeah.
You know, he's for the people, but he's a billionaire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all very strange. And I don't know. I mean, if that happens and all of the tax revenue generated from that disappears, that's going to be a real bad story. And how do you bring in that additional revenue?
You can't.
Because that's all government has for revenue is taxes, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
yeah, my brother-in-law is a big Bears fan because my wife is from Champaign, Illinois. He's the only Bears fan in the family, and they're all Steelers fans outside of that. But when that broke, I said, Illinois done FAFO'd. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, have you not seen the news? He goes, what? I go, it's the Hammond Bears, my friend. The Hammond Bears. And he goes, this isn't a thing. No, this can't be real. I'm like, oh, it's real. It's real. It's happened. It's going to happen. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty funny. Yeah.
Is that what
a lot of like
no.
I mean, Hammond is essentially a suburb of Chicago. It's just in Indiana, but it's just good to rub that state a little bit. Be like, oh yeah, look what you did. We have 2 football teams now.
Oh,
yeah. So, yeah, it's that lost revenue is crazy there. And speaking of Chicago, like, it's a big city. It's got 4 Lego stores. It's got 2 Legoland Discovery stores, and it's got, I don't know, half of BAM's stores in the country in it. It's like it's a 7-Eleven in Chicago of BAM stores. You can't go anywhere without seeing one. And I don't see how some of those guys are sustainable. I mean, you've been to the one by Brick World, right? And it's not that great. No. So – yeah, it's interesting to me because, I know some of the corporate people from BAM, from just the shows and everything, and I talked to them another. I'm like, when are you guys gonna get stuff in Indianapolis? I said it's just prime, prime for it. They're like, well, we're working on it. Do you want to do it? I'm like, I work for a living. Yeah, I don't want my hobby to become my work for a living.
I'm so the opposite of that. But that's also work, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't.
You're responsible for other people.
Yeah.
You got to worry about the people that are going to ram their car into your store at night to steal all your stuff.
Yeah. Which unfortunately
is
a real thing.
Yeah. And then you get the ones that just walk in the store, grab what they want, and they walk out nonchalantly. Yeah. Which is sad, but it is what it is. And yeah, it's a big pressure. It's not expensive to put your hat in the ring with Bricklink. The expense is the overhead, the people, the security you're going to need more than anything. So,
and then all the fun things, it's liability insurance and payroll taxes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. There's an app for that, right?
Yeah. Well, there's an app for damn near everything, but
yeah,
a lot of those aren't free either.
No, they're not. They are not. No.
And then you get the fun people that think, okay, well, yeah, it's a tax write-off. Yeah, okay, but it's a tax write-off. You still have to pay for it. A tax write-off does not make something free.
Right. I mean, eventually it's free, right? But you also, I mean, nowadays you have to sit there and go, am I really going to spend $20,000 on for business expenses? Because you have that exception is so high now that only like someone who's very savvy at like getting rid of their tax burden is worth it, because you have to go above that exception level, like that initial exception level that everybody gets, right? Which is quite a bit of money. I think it's like 16 or 17,000, where that automatically comes off your tax bill. But anyway, enough about that. That's boring. It's boring.
Taxes are miserable. We have a whole business tax episode if anybody wants to go back and watch that. It's, Chris Potter from Tall Oak Advisors came on. We did the whole business tax, starting a business, all of that thing. He's great. Cool. He's got, I forget where he's at. He's at 40 some odd locations. He's done very well for himself. And he started off as a reseller, basically.
Nice. Yeah. We're talking about land, and when I was in Atlanta, I saw a bunch of like my friends who are in land and other land people that I know, and they know me and whatnot. Wouldn't call them friends, but we're acquaintances. And they're like some of them were talking about the Pokemon sets, and I'm like, I just want you guys to know, this is the first of anything that I am super jealous that you guys are getting for free. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, 100%. Like, I've never looked at a land review and be like, I'm jealous, right? But when they started like coming out with the Pokemon stuff, I'm like, I have to get that 100%. You have done your job. Thank you.
Now, is it because you were just that big of a Pokemon fan, or because they did that good of a job?
I think that I was going to get the set regardless, right? But I was going to wait. wait a while to get it. I had no plans to buy it. Like 3 weeks before, I had no plans to buy it on day one. I did buy it on day one. But some of the things, like I was gonna get the Pikachu, and then a lot of their reviews and like what the pros and the cons were to that set. I'm like, well, I'm definitely waiting for that one until someone figures out how to make it right. I think just not so much the reviews, but the posts that they were coming out with, where they would just show one of the Pokemon, right, and they'd go over it a little bit. I think that kind of got me, because I'm like, that is, because you look at it and you're like, it can't be that big, but it's pretty darn big. It's big, and for the size of those, they did a really good job on the, people blast the base, but the bases are really good too. I think the whole set as a whole is designed well. Yeah. Do I think they could have done it differently? Absolutely. Sell me the Pokemon separately, and maybe not sell the base in store, but sell it online. You have the option to buy it for each Pokemon, and then it creates this giant Pokemon set. And charge me $200 for like $180, $200 for each one of those Pokemon. There's your $600, and then you have the potential revenue for the base, which again, it was done really well. I think that's where the downside of this IP right now, and it's gonna evolve, obviously. See what I did there?
Oh, you were practicing that one.
No, yeah, it just kind of rolled off the tongue, honestly. But no, I've got a little sticker. Make sure to use evolve when you talk about Pokemon sets. I think they're going to look at that and they're going to go, we probably could have got more money out of this if we did it a different way. And I think that what you'll see is you won't see another set like that again. You might see one with, like, the next big Pokemon set should be 2 Pokemon with the trainers doing a battle as a whole. Who cares what the actual Pokemon are, but build that, like a buildable Ash and a buildable, I don't know, another trainer or foe, where they've got like a little miniature Pokeball in their hand that's open, and the Pokemon is like right there ready to go. Perfect world. There would also be a little screen that has like the health and the effects and everything. It's like, just give me Pokemon Lego as a Pokemon game as well.
Yeah, I'm just picturing a 6x6 sticker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The other great thing, there are no stickers in that set.
Yep.
The big set, and I don't think there's any on Eevee. I think there's 1 or 2 on Pikachu, but it's not a lot. So they did a good job with the pricing, I think, too, because that's a huge IP. They could have just bent people over for Pokemon because it's so popular. But and some will say, oh, the UCS, that's $650. Okay. People are paying $1,000 for that Death Slice. It's a deal, for Christ's sake.
This one's actually got some color.
Yeah. This one's got some color,
and all of the pieces come with it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me pay $1,000 to not have everything that you promised me. Okay. Yeah, fantastic.
It's a classy move. Hey, Slapshot's here. What's going on, man?
Hey, Slapshot, how are you, man? I hope things are going well. I don't know that. And Rob's here?
Yeah, Rob Claxton. I missed him in here. What's going on, Rob? You still here?
Yeah, Suburban Stuntman, the Team Rocket. I think that's where I think they should do a battle, and have the cat. Like if they did a full Team Rocket, that would be sweet. But that's where I think the minifigs come in. They're gonna have minifigures. I think you'll have like 6. You'll like have Ash and a couple of the original characters, and then you'll have like Team Rocket as minifigures, and then you'll get Pokemon minifigures.
I'm really looking forward to, say, 2030.
Mm-hmm.
Selling the now year or two retired Pokemon stuff. It's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
The aftermarket is going to be wonderful.
The Brickcraft stuff?
No, the actual Lego stuff. You know, it's
a
year
yeah.
Each of them retired. They're gonna do really well.
Yeah, I foresee that like the UCS set is going to go up the day it goes completely out of stock, kind of like the AT. It's like, oh, I paid $700 for this. It's completely out of stock. You're gonna give me 12? Okay. Yep, I'll allow it.
Yeah, the prices on a couple of those things just went up so fast. Where was it? One of the Lego investing Instagram accounts the other day was some of the worst investments coming up, and basically they picked all of the best big sets that are retiring. And scrolling back, one of the worst sets to invest in that they had picked like 2 years ago was that set. It's like, no, it's like the Grand Lego Puppy. Like, why would you not buy that? It's,
I did not buy it, unfortunately.
No, I mean, on the investing side of things, you have to.
Well, that's the thing is like I had 2 in my cart, and I was like, my wife's gonna kill me when she sees this bill. I should probably not get these 2, even though it was like $680 after the discount or something like that.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
And I was like, she will definitely kill me. Like I kind of went up to her the other day before the Bricklink set shipped. I'm like, hey, I completely forgot that I ordered these 4 sets. And she's like, oh, no big deal. How much was it? I'm like, I completely forgot that I ordered these 4 sets. Yeah, but how much did you spend? 4 sets. I bought 4 sets. And when I finally was like, blah, 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 she's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, well, I haven't bought a set in like 3 months. But I have bought a lot of parts, but not a set. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you get a response like, well, I looked at your Bricklink orders and you spent $2,500 on parts. Oh yeah, that's right, that was the thing too. Whoops.
Oh, I didn't spend that much on parts for those.
Yeah.
People actually I was shocked how many people were just like, well, how many parts are in these mosaics, and how much do you think they cost? What would you sell them for and whatnot? And that's a whole nother topic. But I was like, well, I was really lucky. The biggest thing is I was really lucky. I found an eBay seller that it is that had like 100 used of those 16 by 16 plates.
That's awesome.
And he had it for like $50 free shipping. And I'm like,
Cool.
what's wrong? I sent him a message. What's wrong with these? He's like, nothing. I just need to get rid of them. He's like, I can go lower if you want. I'm like,
Yeah.
I go, I want to take them all. He's, well, I can go lower. I'm like, no. He's like, the shipping's free. I'm like, no, I'm going to pay for expedited shipping because I don't want, these are going to be in my house in like 2 days. Because the deal was too good.
Yeah.
You know, like those four mosaics, I would say granted I had parts and whatnot, but if you look at the value of them in parts alone, you're looking at like 400.
Oh, that's not
for everything. It's not terrible. Yeah, when you look at the grand scheme, when you're at a 10,000 part, build, $400 is pretty damn good. Like you're looking at 4 cents a piece. But yeah, it was interesting talking to people about that. And they were shocked. They're just like, that's it? I'm like, yeah, that's it.
It's really good.
Hey, Hoarder, how's it going, man?
Hey,
but yeah, that was an experience for sure. It was a great experience, honestly.
Yeah. Did you do those through Studio?
So what I started with was with the website Lego Art Remix to get an idea. So what I did was I put it in there, played around with it a little bit, realizing that it is much easier for me to build this and then make the changes that I want to make afterwards. And I think that's the most important thing about mosaics is that even if you're just eyeballing it, right, and building it, you're going to make changes because you're going to look at it. And I was describing the process to a couple people. It's like, look, yeah, I use this website to give me the map, quote unquote, of this build. I built it as the map told me to build it. But I set it off, like the first one I set off to the side while I was working up on the other ones, and it was like 15 feet away from me. And every now and then I look over and I'm like, that doesn't look right. And then and it's at night. I'm like, all right, let's see what it looks like during the day. What do I think about this? What does it look like in this light? And then I started just kind of not piecemealing, but surgically making it more detailed than the original was meant to be. I mean, shout out to people like Furion Bricks who can do that, like, no problem by eyeball. And, I envy those people. One, I don't have the attention span of that. I don't have the time as well because of work. Because, it's funny because people are like, oh, yeah. How long did this take you? It's like, a couple of weeks for all 4. I'm like, I was lucky I was home. I had a home office for those weeks, sitting on Teams meetings. I'm like, yeah, as I'm building. Yeah. What did you guys just say? I didn't listen to anything you just said. Was that important? But yeah, the process of those I'm kind of rolling back to the beginning. The process of those was, it was tedious. And when I was doing the additional detailing to it, I had my phone or a camera above me and a little small, like, portable display to see it above, because when you look at them and you're building on them, even when they're fully built, and you're focusing on one area, all you see are the dots, right? You want to see how, okay, I take off like 15 of these parts, this area, and I drop in the colors that I think I want to put in there, and then I'd look at that, and sometimes I'd even be like, I think this is good. I just set it off to the side, stare at it out of the corner of my eye while I'm watching hockey or something, and just sit there and go, no, I don't like that. Or no, now I need to do this. So, overall build time, I would say each one of those took about 15 to 16 hours when you include the detailed work, like to make it more uniform and more like the dogs.
How much did it suck trying to remove pieces from the middle?
Well, the great thing is Lego makes the crowbar accessory, and that is the perfect tool. I mean, initially I was like, this sucks, but then I figured out how, all right, this is how I should do it. Just bam, 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 bam. Okay. I do 30, 40 at a time, just let them sit, just pop them off enough, and then I would just dump them and then start putting my change in.
So for the changes, was it shape or was it more like shade alteration?
A little both. So some of the detail as a whole was not where I wanted it to be. Specifically eyes, and each one of the dogs has like a characteristic, like either here or here or here, and even in their snouts. And I just didn't feel like it was getting that shaping right. Each one of them had its own little like, why did you tell me to put all these tan bricks in here when it's a white dog? Right? But then you look at it, like I was starting to tear them all out, and I'm like, wait a minute. I can't have all white here. So I need to have some shading. So I replaced on the Pomsky one, I replaced 1,500 tan parts with 1,500 white parts, but then I sprinkled tan in here and there to kind of give it that texture as a whole. And you don't really appreciate it when you're, it's this far in front of your face or this far in front of your face. It's like and that's one of the other things, like when people were looking at it, they were like really close. They're like, oh, these are really cool. I said, step back 5 feet, 6 feet. I'm like, oh yeah, they look a lot different. I said, now get your phone out. Because your phone adapts to that pixelation, and it kind of,
yeah.
So they would sit there and like, oh my God, it looks completely different with the phone. I'm like, yeah. So that was my like interactive stuff when I was at the display. And then again, I had people asking me if I did it for, did I have a business to do this, and to like, would you do dogs? Could you do my dog? Could you do people? And I'm like, I guess so. I mean, I think I had about 50 people ask me throughout the entire weekend. And I'm like, Saturday, I was like, no, I don't think so. And then Sunday, I was like, after talking to like some of my friends there, they're like, you should think about it. And, I gave my information out to about 10 people. So I'm happy to do it. I said, but this is the cost. This is the baseline cost of what it's going to cost. And that's like, each one of them, I told them, I said, it depends on the cost of the parts. If it's basic parts, it's probably going to be this, plus my time. And yeah, I mean, I haven't had anyone like follow up with me. I've had people ask me some more details about it, but which I'm kind of glad, because I don't really have the time right now to do that. I'd love to have the time to do that. Even my wife said, she's like, you could do this. Like imagine doing this at like a wedding. Like every person gets like every 2 people get like one of those 16 by 16 plates and you've got all the parts on the table, and then you bring it up and you connect them at the thing, and then it's a giant picture of the bride and groom or something. And I'm like, that seems like a lot of work. Yeah, sounds expensive too.
So it's almost like the when they do the grand opening mosaics, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And there's been some, like, our lug is been approached by a couple of like the breweries about doing something similar, and I'm like, I'm happy to head that up and design it for them. I said, but I'm not doing the design and the whole thing for free.
Yep.
I'm happy to like sit up there if they're gonna give me $200 to design it and free beer while I'm at the things instructing people what to do.
Give you a chunky gift card for months of free dinners or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I take that all day.
Yeah. Hey, Liam's here. What's going on, Liam?
Liam. I'm actually not far away from your time zone. Well, I still am far away from your time zone, Liam, but I'm closer in Germany.
You're actually in the right day of the week.
I am in the right day of the week. Yes, that is correct. For the next 43 minutes.
43 minutes. No, I mean for him.
Oh, for him. Yeah.
43 minutes. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Man, these nights always fly.
Yeah, I looked up and I'm like, oh, it says an hour and a half. And I just looked up again. I'm like, I know we weren't talking for 45 minutes.
Yep. Yeah, there always tends to be like a warp zone that happens in these shows where, time does its thing, and then all of a sudden it just fly, and it's shit. And it's.
I mean, Sean has said that many a times. He's just like, dude, it's midnight, and I'm like, oh yeah, it is midnight.
Yeah.
Have we really been up for 3 hours talking about this?
Yeah.
How are we still sober?
Yeah, it gets nuts. When Tyler was on, I was tired to start that night. I forget what it was. It was a long work day or whatever. We went for 4 hours, and it got ridiculous. I mean, even the ACOP shows, when those start running real late, the last hour is just, it's a waste of brain space for everybody involved.
Yes, I mean, you've talked about
fun,
everything, right? Yeah. Like, you've talked about everything you wanted to talk about, and then now you're gonna bullshit. And most people may stay, some people won't stay. It's just you kind of, just having a conversation with your friends at that point, which is great. And I love Sean and Brent and all the people from the Girth Gang.
Good people over there.
Yes, the good people of the land. They, very welcoming group. This. Anytime I tell someone who's coming to Brick World for the first time, I'm like, just come find me. I'll introduce you to people, or just go talk to Sean. Like, I don't really go talk to Sean.
Yep.
And And then, the next thing you know, they're sitting next to us at dinner and drinking and doing all the stuff. So, yeah. You're going to Brick World this year?
Oh, yeah. Yep, we'll be there.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Monday to Sunday, I think is where we're
Monday
at.
to Sunday. Okay.
I'm
doing
I'm
Tuesday.
still begging to stretch it till Monday, but we'll see. I'm losing.
Yeah, I've got it for Tuesday to Sunday. What I'll probably do Sunday is just get a different hotel. Because that drive on Sunday is horrible. I've done it. I don't want to do it back down to Indianapolis because how much sleep on the weekend? I mean, it's not so much the weekend. It's how much sleep during the week did you get?
None.
None. Nicole, girl Bricks a lot. Like I always enjoy it when she's there because she'll post. She's like, and I'm going to bed, and the sun is already up, and I need to be up in 2 hours.
I'm still yet to meet her, and she's local to me. She only lives half an hour away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's always really busy.
Yeah.
But she's a really nice person. Jean is really nice, and I could name off a bunch of the other people that welcomed me when I first started and whatnot. But yeah, I try to spread that love of people. That first time I went to Brick World, where they're just like, hey, yeah, this is how this works, and these are the people you can hang out with. You don't have to hang out with these people, but it's a fun time if you do. So, yeah.
Am I crazy thinking that most of what does Sean call them? The Lannisters are fairly small. I mean, I guess most people are small to you, but they all seem small.
Some people, yeah. I mean, yeah. Sean and I stand out, right?
Yeah.
Even Brent, because Brent's not as tall as us and nowhere near as big, but like Sean and I, like Mark always says, like I can pick you two out when you can't move in Brick World. I can see you. Yeah. Like, well, one, it's because the light's shining off our heads, Mark. So it's like that big glare. Look for the glare. But yeah, some of the it's always interesting to see people that you see online, like whether it's Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube in person, because you're like, you look a lot different. I expected you to be taller or shorter or something like that, right? Liam, you're coming to Brick World this year?
Oh yeah.
If you are, yeah, we'll have beers for sure.
Yeah, we got a bunch of Aussies coming this year. It's gonna be good.
That's funny. The late night beer and pizza thing. You weren't there for that one.
I heard that story.
Last year was your first one, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That was a coming in hot clutch thing. Like we had done AFOL After Dark folks. We kind of got together and did like a Pequod's pizza delivery, which outside of Sean's uncle, I think is the best deep dish pizza you're ever going to get in Chicago. And so they delivered it to us, and we bought a bunch, and we still had a lot left over. I had like 4 or 5 pizzas left over, and they're like, we're not going to eat it. We're going to throw them away. Like, no, we're not. I know people that can eat this. And I put them up into the room, and I think it was like 2 or 3 in the morning, and we were just sitting there. We were drinking. I think they were ripping those Star Wars packs, the cards. They're like, oh, we're really hungry. It's too bad there's nothing open right now. I'm like, oh, hold on. You want some pizza? I'll be right back. It brought the 3 pizzas down, and like Tyler just looked at me and goes, "This is the best thing that has ever happened at Brick World."
And he probably only still give it a 9.7 because he's Tyler.
I think he'd say it's like maybe 9.2. 9.2. You know, because it wasn't a true PNG. PNG wasn't really in his jersey and hat, so it wasn't like the true PNG. You know, the pizza, you know, it wasn't fresh, so I got to knock him down for that.
Yeah, he is.
Even though he came in clutch
for his ratings.
Yeah. But it's hilarious that like Sean refers me to as a legend, because I don't feel that way at all, you know. And it's a great story, but it's a story that like we all have bonded over, and we tell it all the time, you know. And like you want to have that, try to find that story every Brick World. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, but that was definitely an epic night. That's also the night where the one guy got thrown out, so
okay.
That was fun too.
Yeah, that's, from the sounds of it, that is a very rare occurrence, which is pretty cool.
Yes, it is very rare, and it was very warranted.
Yeah.
So that's all I'll say about that.
Good riddance to him.
Mm-hmm.
Hope we learned a lesson.
I don't think so. I don't think he remembered it.
Yeah, that's tough.
To be honest with you, but you know, decisions. You know, but was it a Girth Gang member? No, it was not, Liam. It was not a Girth Gang member. But for the sake of his privacy, as they say in England, and you know, Mark doesn't like to do those things very often. He hasn't really had to do those things very often. So, yeah, we'll give you the story. Sean and I will give you the story when you're at Brick World. It's not for the interwebs,
yep,
and the YouTubes.
Yeah, but Mark he's learned the fine art of diplomacy, I think.
Yes, he has. Yeah.
Which, I mean, for that business, that's mandatory.
Yeah. Well, Mark was in Atlanta too. Like, he was right next to me. And first I was shocked that he was there. But then he's just like, I just wanted to experience a con where I wasn't working. So, and I completely understand that. And then he ended up started to work anyway.
Well, I mean, it's just his nature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's always going. He's always running around.
Yeah, a lot of energy in that guy.
Yeah, he's for as small as and tiny as he is.
Yeah, it's like Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, and like even at 3 a.m. he's that way, which is crazy.
He's kind of jacked for a little guy.
He is jacked for a little guy. Yes. Yeah. He if I was jacked like him, I would be in the NFL still. But yeah, Liam, you'll enjoy Mark. He's a great person.
He's very hard to nail down.
Yeah, he'll be very hard to nail down, but after hours, he's a little bit more accessible. So don't feel bad if he doesn't get a chance. You don't get a chance to talk to him like during the day.
Yeah, just lurk near Ben, and he'll pepper.
Really, honestly, between Ben and Sean, Yeah, that's where he's going to be, because usually he's talking to Sean about things and whatnot.
Yeah, Sean's a
So
moving target though. At least Ben's a little more stationary.
yes, this is true. This is true. But that's the fun of it. You got to look for the
Yeah,
moving. You know, where's Sean? And you walk the entire
he's
floor.
up there.
He's up there. You bugger. Yeah. Oh.
All right, man. Well, we are closing in on midnight and creeping up there, which means it's the sun's probably going to be coming up over there in an hour or so, right?
2 hours. 2 hours it'll be up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I should probably let you run. This has been awesome. It's been great hanging out tonight.
Yeah. Likewise.
Yeah. Big thing, means a lot that you were still came through even with the crazy time difference and everything. So I really do appreciate that.
You gotta. It's a commitment.
Yeah,
man. It's a commitment. I was touched that you said that potentially the next Mosaic master. It's like,
oh yeah,
that's a bit rich, but I'll take it. But maybe if I get this build that I have in my head for Brick World done, I think I could, like, I'm definitely not a master, but I can say that I'm really good at it.
awesome. Well, I can't wait to see him in person. That'll be good. And
Yeah.
it's coming up quick. We're
3 months out.
Yeah, just over 3 months. Yes.
Not actually.
Tired of waiting.
I think that's because that Tuesday is either 11th or 12th, isn't it?
Yeah, because I think I can't see from here. I think I fly out on the 10th. I think that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. It's so the 8th is that Monday. Because it's June. Maybe? No, sorry. Never mind. The 15th is the Monday.
That's right, because Brick World is a week later this year.
Yes. Yeah. It's usually that week before, the second week.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you and hanging out again. And anybody else who's on the stream, thank you. As a whole.
Then what do we got? Next week's guest is a mystery.
Oh yeah.
To me and everyone else. So yeah, no announcement for next week. That will be a surprise. There will be somebody here the following week. Heather from TMC will be here.
Oh, cool.
Nathan Club. So she'll be coming to hang out. And then we have our April Fool show, which is the group of resellers will be here. And we have a big announcement on the 1st, because that is also Brick Dynasty's 3rd anniversary. So that'll be fun.
Oh, nice.
So
minifigs?
No. No, we don't have the Pull of the Cup crew.
And,
or viewers who want to pony up that kind of cash. That's a big commitment. So
did I ever give you my my custom sig fig?
No.
Okay.
Is it a big fig?
It's good because
Is it a big fig?
No, it's not a big fig. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing a different design this year, so I'll have those at Brick World.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Beautiful.
But yeah, thanks for having me on. Thanks for the invite to have me on. I enjoyed it. And always enjoy being on stream with people. So
yeah, it's nice when you go too long between in-person events to do something.
Yes.
Like that. So,
yes, you have to sometimes. Well, you definitely have to, right? And it's good to see everybody. But all right.
All right. Well, good night, everyone. We will see you next Wednesday, same time. Like and sub on your way out the door. We would appreciate it. And good night. See you later.
Good night. Later.